I don't care about how much it would change you, grandfather, Purvi cried. I have enough love for the both of us. Purvi looked up. Her eyes filled with so much water she could barely see. I am stronger than you think I am. I will love you even if you can't love me back. If you love sci-fi, if you love fantasy world, if you love Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Dune, or the Ready Player One, which is my one of my most favorite book, then you are going to enjoy this book. So this is the first book of 8 book series God of Trial by the author Opëshum. This is a kind of a book, like if you like, I will give you a little bit of context. If you have heard about the first quote, then you are going to definitely enjoy this book. It's filled with lot of emotions and everything, but before that, let me give you a little bit of context about this book, because this evolved into the sci-fi world, fantasy world. First thing, if you have read Harry Potter and if you are okay with understanding lot of new concepts and lot of new words, then you will definitely enjoy this book. Second, if you have read the Hunger Games, because Hunger Games is the book that contains a lot of different areas, like here something happened, here is something happened, then they try to come up at the same location. It's all about survival, it's all about living. And if you're okay with understanding that different kind of area, different kind of region, and everything is everywhere happening at the same time, like Hunger Games, then definitely you will enjoy this book. Third, if you have loved the Dune book, like there are currently 2 movies are already there into the theater, so if you have enjoyed that reading book or watching the movie where there is a relationship between father and son, then exploring the kingdom, a lot of things, if you enjoy that, then you are definitely going to enjoy this book. And the last book that I'm going to talk about is Ready Player One. So there is a book and the movie also. Ready Player One, it's all about the futuristic thing. Like there are cybrons, there are people who are half metal, half body. So all of those things. And if you enjoy Ready Player One or the Ready Player Two book, then definitely you will enjoy this book as well. So let's first talk about the author. Well, author is completely new. I come across this book like recently, and then I started reading about this book. Well, we have a less information about the author, but these books look promising, and this book is more about the understanding survival, understanding living, understanding about our existence, and little bit of philosophy here and there. The important part is understanding all the concepts and the map. Then and then only you will able to figure out what is this book completely. Otherwise, you will start reading this book and you will be like, you will DNF book, like literally you will stop reading this book after some time if you don't understand the concept, or if you don't understand the nomenclature, or if you don't understand the how the names are there, where is like what, where is what happening in different areas. So if you want to understand, just first thing you should do is go back to the end of this book and try to understand all the concepts and the map that I will show you. Facts like measurement of time, what is the calendar year, what is the momentum time, what is critical nutrition, then what is the name of the central kingdom, words, I mean gods comparisons. Then a lot of things are available here, like number system used by this book specifically, like you can see this kind of number system is used in this book. Then what is the coat of arms, then central kingdom. Then we have like complete map, so we can understand the purpose. So this map like structure contains completely the royalty farm, inner village, then northern village, outer village, major castle, and then there are like other elements also. So this is how this map look like, and it took me a lot of time to understand this map and understand where it is exactly placed and what are important regions of this map. Well, I'm personally big fan of the sci-fi movies and understanding the fantasy world, and understanding completely different world where the nomenclature is different, where the naming is different, where the world is different, their spells are different, their working strategy is different, their politicians, military, everything is different. I personally enjoy this because that gives you a lot of work to your brain and to imagine everything. So if you are that kind of person, you will love this book. So let's talk about the plot. So this book is set on the planet Cyber. There are molars, there are non-molars. So what exactly is that? Molars are basically like you and me, and we wanted to live for the forever. So what they try to do is they try to use their consciousness and put it into some robot or the metal element where kind of consciousness we put that. Like if you have watched the movie Robot, then you will understand that. So that is all about that, and they try to put their consciousness into another human another kind of robotic human which is half metal, half body, and then they try to live that forever. So those are called molars, and non-molars are basically another, whichever the leftover work they used to do, that is called as a non-molar. There is a king Theo, then queen and her son and a daughter. She's a dead kind of, and story about them, like their relationship with each other, their understanding for each other, what they wanted to do, what queen thinks about this world, how king thinks about this world, what is the conversation between the king and the son. Then there is a thing called Area X, which is, I will say, the most important for me, or which is important for this book as well, which I enjoyed reading a lot. Like I felt same more about like Hunger Games, like there is Area 12, Area 7, Area 8. So that the same way here is like Area X, and Area X is really important parameter or important area to understand this book. This book is all about survival and understanding yourself, understanding the country, religion, emotions, friendship, enemy, bold, betrayed, like almost everything that you can think about that happens in any of the country is the same way that is going to happen in this on the planet as well, and it's all about that. This book is also filled with lot of philosophy, emotions and understanding. Like there are few quotes that you will see in the comment section, or I might add them on my newsletter as well, so make sure you subscribe to the newsletter as well. So there are few quotes that which I really liked, which really felt close to me, like I will read that right.
Lack of faith has placed them where they are. It was not I who placed them there.
So if you have read the book Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and there is this Snape and the Harry Potter thing happens and we get a lot of emotions, so there are few things that you are going to feel as well about when they talk about the grandparent, when they talk about the love, when they talk about the emotion. Then there is a concept of the god which is incredible as hell. Like I really enjoyed reading the god character play with the faith of the human. They try to play with the faith and try to manipulate that and try to use against them. So that is a lot about that you are going to enjoy about the character, specifically your character god. Lot of politics happens in this book, and episode 32, which everything comes to an end, or where you understand everything. The episode 32, the name is The Reason. So the reason behind all of this that you are going to understand after reading that chapter, and it's more about starting point of the next book and understanding whole the concept of on the planet. Now what I felt could be better, first, like obviously it's a first book, then it should have been like one direction book. Like obviously it's a series of 8 books, then it could be like series like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and coming to and one single point, and then everything starts from that point. This could have been then like I'm still hoping if that's the case, then it would be play a really amazing concept or amazing role. Second, like inconsistency in the character or the chapter, specific to the area related. Like you are on area A and you wanted to, like in the chapter 2, directly shifts on some different area, so it takes time to understand what exactly happened into the area A, and you have to go back to the map and you have to understand what is the meaning of that fact, what is the meaning of that specific character, and come back and read that book. So it creates a very much difficulty for a reader or who is going to first time going to read this book. So if you are going to first time read, it will create a lot of difficulty for you. So before that you need to understand a lot of map and character related to that. So shifting on different area is little bit of kind of which I didn't like. I mean personally I don't have any issue, but as a first time reader it will create a lot of difficulty for any reader. Second, character. There are few character I really enjoy, like Purvi, grandfather, god, then king, son. These are the few characters I really enjoyed, but there are a lot of characters. As I say, a lot, like literally a lot of characters, and at one point I have to take like pen and paper and note down everything, which character is doing what, which character is going where, and what happening with that character. Like there are a lot of characters, it takes time to understand that. So if you are not familiar with analyzing more than 10-15 characters, then it will be a little bit difficult for you. And the third point is, this can be a little bit controversial for the people and readers, because if you are okay with understanding new concepts, or if you are okay with understanding new world and new words as well, like in the Harry Potter we saw a lot of new fantasy world, we saw a lot of new spells and everything, but right now we are okay with that because we saw into that movie. But if you come to this book and if you are if you throw a lot of new words towards the reader, it takes time to understand that. So this is a kind of point where I will say the controversial. If you are okay with understanding new universe, then you will love that point or love that nomenclature. But if you are the person who are first time going to read that, then it will take a time to understand all the nomenclature, all the spells, all the words, naming, everything. So that's what I feel. So that's why I put it into the controversial category. So it depends on you how you take it. For me, it was a kind of a good read. I really enjoyed reading sci-fi movie, and definitely looking forward to all the 7 books that I'm going to read, which will be launching soon. And this might be into convert into the movie as well. Like if the next few books come as really well, then it will definitely go into the movie as what I feel. Apart from that, if you love sci-fi movie, then definitely go and read it. I will put the link in the description. And that's all for the today's video. See you in the next one.